Hi everyone, this is Katie with the channel Weather Spazify, and today I am out here in nature, of course, as always. I tried to get out here a little bit earlier, so hopefully it's better lighting this time, and I tried to angle my camera the correct way, so hopefully you're getting a better, peripheral view of what's going on around me. I decided today that I want to talk to you all about what I did to get healthy and happy. I went through a big transformation spring of 2013, between 2013 and really this year, but 2013 to 2016, in that 3-year frame, a lot happened in terms of things that I learned how to do to naturally get into a healthier state, and to learn self-acceptance and what kinds of foods that I need to be switching to and eating, and really learning that we are what we eat. And I took a little bit of notes so that some of you guys can write some of these key tips down that really helped me through my transformational process. I've already had a good number, about a couple of dozen people ask me, how did you do it? How did you lose over 100 pounds? What did you do? What kind of medical intervention? What kind of meds did you take? And this and that. And it wasn't any of that. It's a miracle, first of all, that I lost over 100 pounds in a 2 to 3 year time frame, and I'm so grateful for that. But a lot of that was because I was determined up here to get healthy and do whatever it took. But I wanted to go about it the most natural way, and I wanted to do it myself. I've always been that kind of person where I want to do things on my own, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. So self-acceptance was the biggest thing for me. Okay, number one, this is how to get healthy and happy. Self-acceptance. Love yourself for who you are, no matter what size, shape, color you are, because we are all amazing, infinite beings that are just here trying to learn this game of life and help each other out and live through it. We are all beautiful no matter what, and it's our souls that make us beautiful, okay? Learning how to live in the present moment, number two, okay? Living in the present moment. Mindfulness is critical. It's a technique that I learned that really helps you keep track of when your thoughts start to race and you start to leave what is in front of you. A lot of us, I think, at least for me, get caught into the future or into the past too much, and that can really deter us from the pleasures in the present moment. The whole end of the world scenarios, and oh my god, I shouldn't have done that in the past, I'm such a horrible person, and oh my god, I'm in so much karmic debt. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be like that, and still sometimes struggle with that, but I continually am getting better at learning to stay in the present moment, use mindfulness techniques, which basically kind of like meditation, or what I'm doing right now, which is just sitting outside in nature, listening to the crickets, the bugs, cicadas, the birds. I'll have you take a listen for a second. And just really kind of pay attention to how that feels, and really enjoy that soothing vibe and feeling that comes with that. And looking at the colors and just the beauty, and avoiding the news and mainstream drama, So number 3 actually was mindfulness, and what I did was I made sure that I learned mindfulness in regards to eating. I used to eat a ton. I used to eat a whole pizza, a whole box of mac and cheese together for dinner. Okay, there was a whole 1.5 years where I went through this kind of, depression and stress and anxiety with this whole grad school thesis dissertation thing I was finishing, and I did finish it, but it was pretty rough, anyways, but I'm glad I went through that experience, because it really did teach me what to do. I'm looking at some notes right now, so you can see that right here I took down a little bit of notes for everybody to see. So not sure if I'm holding it the right way, but number 3 says mindfulness practice with eating, which brings me to number 4, and that is this is critical, guys. Okay, as soon as I switched to organic, non-GMO foods, my health took off. I mean, it was like I started to feel better almost instantaneously. I didn't even know what a GMO was, okay, a couple years ago. I didn't even know what organic was. At first I thought it was the scam of, oh yeah, organic foods are the cool thing, and you gotta spend all your money, and you know, it's the rich people elite way of doing things. And then I realized, my gosh, no. Think back, I'm a scientist, so I'm kind of embarrassed about this, but you know, I thought about it and I'm like, organic. That basically means life or carbon-based. So why would that be bad for us? If anything, we need that. It has the life force energy. Organic means it has a life force energy that all of us thrive on. Okay? So GMO means genetically modified organism. And when you have GMOs in food, what that's doing is, even though we can't see it or necessarily feel it right away, it is altering our genetics or DNA strands at a very, very, very microscopic level, way beyond that, okay? Our DNA strands are very tiny, okay? And it affects our genetic makeup, and it affects organic makeup, and it really affects your mood and your level of happiness and or depression, and it really contributed to me packing on the pounds. So I learned that non-GMO organic foods are critical, not only to losing weight, but to just getting healthy and to not getting sick as much and to boosting my immune system and giving myself that natural energy that we all deserve and need, you know? And there are affordable organic non-GMO goods that I have found. You just have to learn to read every label. And the two things I found to look for are these two things right here. I'm gonna see if I can flip it the right way this time. If you see those circled purple boxes on my notes, it says wait a minute, what does it say? USDA organic is the first one. Look for the label USDA organic and look for non-verified or non-GMO verified with a check. Those two boxed in areas should be on the food. Sometimes marketing can get really tricky because you'll go to the grocery store and it will say all natural or gluten-free, and that can be kind of a trap that tricks you into thinking, oh my God, it's natural, it's gluten-free, that means I'm safe, it's good. Well, I've done some research and digging and found out that that doesn't mean that they're non-GMO and that they're organic. They could have a lot of fillers and chemicals in them. So just be really careful and cognizant of that, okay? Organic and non-GMO is what I've learned has been most beneficial. And for me, it's been a year now to date that I have been a vegetarian, and I'm smiling because this was probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do. You know, being a meat eater for, you know, most of my life. I never really liked meat, but I just kind of did it to fit into social situations and, you know, to commune with family and things like that. But I decided to do this alone. I went this alone and I succeeded. I had to go through a lot of tricky situations, but I did it. And, you know, besides the fact that I've lost weight from this vegetarian, you know, way of eating and living, I've also noticed that I'm a lot more weary of what's going on around me. I'm more cognizant of what's happening. I'm less afraid to do what I really want to do in life. I'm more authentic. It's made me a more loving, caring person. And I looked into that and found out from the YouTube channel, Infinite Waters Diving Deep. His name is Ralph Smart. He talks about, well, he's vegan, so he's gone hardcore. He's been vegan, I think, for over 13 years. And he reminds people of that in every video because that was critical in his transformation too. I'm working on the vegan thing. I'm just trying to phase out the cheese gradually because that's my hardest thing. But vegan, yeah, is going basically all vegetarian, but also cutting out the dairy. So that's what I'm in progress towards. But anyways, Ralph Smart from Infinite Waters, I would look that up, Diving Deep. He does a lot of cool videos on why it's such a good thing to be vegetarian, because if you look at our history and our past, our ancestors, look at just how beautiful it is behind me. Our ancestors, basically, it's been proven that they were on a lot of vegetarian diets, especially going back to the Egyptian era. The reason why they had such dark chambers in the pyramids and the Pyramid of Giza and all of that was to help basically activate the DMT spirit molecule from our pineal glands here, that our governments have been working very hard on trying to calcify or to clog in all of us through fluoride and things like that. That's the pineal gland or pineal gland, some people call it that. It's like right in this area. They call it the third eye. So really learning how to open that and to try to decalcify that, that's really what, and it just happened to me when going about a vegetarian diet. So thanks for letting me share, and I'll be right back.